Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today I will be talking about the determinants of PED. PED stands for price elasticity of demand. Now, why is consumer demand for some products insensitive to changes in prices and yet highly price elastic for others? Now there are a number of factors that can explain whether demand for a product will be price elastic or inelastic. So that's why I will be discussing 5 main determinants of PED. The first determinant is the product a necessity or not? Now, demand for products that are necessities is usually more price inelastic than the demand for products that satisfy consumer wants. Why? This is because it is difficult to go without necessary items such as basic foods and medicines if their price is increased. We are also unlikely to buy significantly more bread and other basic foodstuffs or medicines if their prices fall. Second determinant is the number of close substitutes a product has. Now, when consumers can choose between a large number of substitutes for a particular product, demand for any one of them is likely to be price elastic. For example, there are many different brands of washing liquids and soaps and chips. If the price of one brand increases, consumers can easily switch their demand to less expensive ones. In contrast, demand for a product will be price inelastic when it has few substitutes. For example, there are fewer alternative sources of electricity. Third determinant is the amount of time consumers have to search for substitutes. Now, if the price of a product rises, consumers will search for cheaper substitutes. The longer they have, the more likely they are to find one. For example, large screen televisions are expensive items and not a necessity. Consumers can afford to spend some time looking around for the best products at the best prices. Demand will therefore be more price elastic in the long run. Fourth determinant is the cost of switching to a different supplier. Now, switching demand to an alternative supplier can be expensive even if their products are cheaper, if it means breaking a contract with your existing supplier. This is because some products such as telephone and broadband services, electricity, car insurance, and satellite television services are usually only supplied to consumers who have agreed to long supply contracts. These contracts will lock consumers into an agreement with a particular supplier for periods of like 12 or 18 months or possibly longer, and usually at a fixed price per month or per unit supplied. Now, consumers may have to pay a fee to be released early from these contracts. They may also need to purchase different equipment, for example, a new wireless router or new satellite receiver to use the services of another supplier. Fifth determinant, the proportion of a consumer's income spent on the product. Now, goods such as matches or newspapers may be price inelastic in demand as they do not cost very much, and any rise in their price will only require a tiny bit more of a person's income. If the price of cars was to rise by 10%, this could mean paying an extra $1,000 or more for a car. This is a considerable proportion of a person's income. Demand for cars and other expensive items is therefore more likely to be price elastic. So basically, these are the 5 determinants of PED and what makes one product more price elastic or more price inelastic than the other. So I hope this lecture was helpful for you, and this was a simple and simplified and easy video as well as an informative video. I hope you found this helpful, and please do check out my previous videos. They will be just as informative as this one, and I'll see you in my next lecture. Al Hafiz.